McWhirr and Holroyd, as you guys are getting things settled down, Sonny is pulling away from the computer. You guys hear something skittering through the air duct above you.
Oh, God.
You hear a little, it's like a little...
Like a crab on glass?
Kind of, yeah. Crab on glass. That's exactly what it sounds like.
So, is there a barrel?
Not in the administrator's office, no.
Like no small desk barrel?
You like a trash can?
Yeah, trash can.
Oh, trash can, yes. I see, when you said barrel, I'm thinking like barrel. Like,
yeah, I'm thinking garbage repository.
Yes, there is a trash can, yes.
McWhirr's gonna pick it up, directly look at her, dump out whatever's in it, just on the ground.
Now there's trash all over the floor too, Hirsch.
And then just look up at the hole, and just sort of hold.
I'm gonna give McWhirr the dirtiest now.
If something's coming down, McWhirr's gonna try to catch it in the barrel.
Okay.
We both had 2 observation points.
Yeah.
Are we able to do a stunt, or am I able to do a stunt?
Well, the way this observation was it was a contested roll against mine, and so I had 2 successes, and you guys each had 2, so you guys were able to pick up on what was happening.
Okay,
that's the way that roll works.
All right, I'll think of a way to back up McVeigh then. I'll start when I see her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Start like dump out the trash can and like go to put it up. I'm gonna like start pulling people out of the room and just pushing them out of the. It's like, all right, time to go, let's go, and then I'll just like start pushing everybody out.
Okay, and as you're pushing, McWhirr, you're holding this trash can up towards this grate, and you see something sort of leap out of this massive hole. It seems to be some kind of light yellowish, off-white color, almost arachnid-like in nature, as it starts to leap out as a face hugger makes its way out onto the premise. I'm going to need us to go ahead and select initiative cards, as this thing, you guys were able to prevent it from sneak attacking you, which is always good. But here's what I'm going to try to do with initiative this time, guys. I'm going to go to the cards, and I'm going to click on deal, and I'm going to say draw 1 card for all of our players, and let's see if this works out. So I'm going to do 1 for Holroyd. I'm going to do 1 for Janice McWhirr. I've got 1 for Sonny Sig. I've got 1 for Morgan Hirsch, and then we've got 1 for Hannah Singleton. And I'm going to try to deal you guys a card and see what happens. Okay, do you guys have card? You guys all got a card down there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to look at that card and see what number it has on it. Then you're going to click on your token on the map to select your character token. Then you'll go to your character sheet, and there is a button in the middle that says Initiative Card.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the middle of your character sheet. Press that, and then insert your number and submit it. And it should add you guys to the turn order based on the card number that you've received.
Remember, low is better than high, right?
Yes, in this game, low is better than high.
I an awful spot.
Now, another thing.
Where was the initiative?
So you click on your token, and then on your character sheet, it's dead center under your character name in roll buttons.
Okay, and just so you guys know the rules of this game too, and understand, I'm not cheating. Aliens go by different rules than normal players. That's just the way this game is built. It's made that way. So I'm just telling you that facehuggers are fast, giving them a speed of 2, which means they can go. They have 2 initiative cards. So there is 2 times where all of you guys will go once. The facehugger will get to go twice in a turn. Okay, so I will go ahead and I will just throw out these cards. So there's a 7 for the facehugger and an 8.
Jesus.
So I'm going to put these in ascending order. And basically, you guys...
Back-to-back face hugging.
Yep. Let me go ahead and I'll put this thing on the map so you guys can see it. Paste. And then I'll move it to the token layer, and there Buddy is. So the first person to respond to this is Singleton. Singleton, you're currently being pushed towards the door of the room, and this thing looks like it leaps out, and it looks like it's like grabbing onto the side of McWhirr's trash can.
Can I shoot it?
It's up to you. What would Singleton do in this time?
What would Singleton do? She would probably slap Holroyd and be like, "Stop pushing me!" And I think she'd take a couple steps back, and I think that's all she would do.
She's just take a couple steps back. Okay, you can draw your weapon as a fast action.
Yeah, I'll draw my weapon.
Okay, sure. You
But
draw your weapon.
I wouldn't shoot it yet.
Not shooting it.
I'd be like, "Stop pushing me!"
You
and
can't.
I'd just slap
No.
at him.
Okay, you got it. Cool. One thing I do want to mention, because I want you guys to know this in advance too. You can block attacks in this game, but you have to have a fast action or a slow action available to use for it, because it does consume an action. And you have to be holding something in your hand that you could legitimately block something with. Like, for instance, McWhirr's trash can. Or
Could I block with my gun since I'm not using a slow action? Then?
Technically, you can block with your gun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So
Singleton
pulls out the pistol and tells Holroyd to stop pushing her. And that brings us to Hirsch is second on our initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say it, and I'm just like, and I just shout, "Demon!" I push Holroyd and McWhirr. Well, I push and Holroyd away and sprint to McWhirr to try and boot, or try to like hit the yellow thing off him, off the trash can.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to rush up and just swat at this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. So your fast action would be kind of like you running up there, like
yeah.
And then I need you to make a close combat roll. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say you will have a -1 modification on this, because you're kind of like reaching up well above your head to try to almost like, slam dunk a basketball on the trash can kind of sort of thing. So I'm going to give you a -1. So whenever modification comes up, you just type in -1, and it's going to take one of your dice away from your dice pool.
All right. And submit.
Oh, look at that. He still connects. Okay. So, Morgan rushes up, jumps up, and swats and directly hits this creature. And I will say, since you're just kind of like punching it, now it does have an armor rating. So it is going to, I'm going to roll its armor. It does soak up 1 of the force. So you do impact it, and I'll say what happens when you hit it is the creature disappears into the trash can. And that will be your fast and slow action.
Yeah.
Now,
okay.
Technically, Yeah, technically, so you did have more than one success, so you could have spent that other one to do a stunt if
Yeah.
you wanted to, but just know that if you use it on a stunt, it will inflict no damage on the target as it rolled a 1 on its armor. I should have got that clarified before I rolled the armor check, but either way, I'm gonna have the impact of it push it into the trash can. So either way, that still happened.
Okay. No, I'm gonna just leave it as that.
And one point of damage. Okay, you got it.
Yeah. I'll be like, take that, you foul beast.
Yes. Love it. Okay, McWare, you're next to respawn.
Okay. How heavy is this thing in the barrel?
Honestly, it's not very heavy.
So I could basically one-hand this, reach down, pull my knife up, and try to stab a hugger in a barrel.
You can try, yeah. I mean, you'll be basically to pull the can down and to get your knife out will be your fast action, and then your slow action will be the stab down into the barrel. I will give you a +1 modification on your attack roll because the creature is stuck in the trash can.
Yeah, I gotta go for it as much as I. Part of me wants to do other things. And this would be close combat as well.
Close combat
Oh,
with
wait, no,
your. You got a knife? Yeah, you should just roll attack with your knife, and you should be good.
And you said a +1.
+1 mod, yeah, because of what Morgan did.
That not roll right?
I don't think that roll.
Oh, don't put a plus. Just put a 1 in for the mod.
Oh, okay.
The plus, for some reason, the only symbol that works is the minus sign in the modifications.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Oh,
Not much better.
there's a trash liner inside the can, and it prevents you from getting a good view of it, and you actually cut through the liner. And do not hit your target as it skitters around trying to regain its balance at the bottom of the trash can.
How many times have I told you not to use liners in these? No, I'm gonna curse again.
Really, McQueen?
Poor Kaz. Never play with us again.
Poor janitor. Okay, 7 and 8.
Holding a hugger in a barrel.
7 and 8 are face hugger initiatives. So, being that it's in the trash can and McWhirr is just standing over the trash can with a knife in hand. Now, the way these guys work is it's going to use its slow action to kind of skitter onto the top of the edge of the trash can as you're kind of stab in. This creature just skitters to the edge again and starts whipping this weird kind of tentacle-like tail around the back. And it is going to make one of its signature attacks against you. Now, the way these guys work is I'm going to allow you to roll a d6, Matthew. And whatever it rolls, that's the signature attack it does. Because aliens have different rules. A 1. A 1 is called Skittering Menace. The facehugger chooses its victim and scuttles towards them, causing them to suffer 1 point of stress and make immediate panic roll. So, McWhirr, take a point of stress, and I need you to make a panic roll for me. As you see this creature up close. 5, you're holding it together. You're sweating. This is happening very fast, and this creature is very fast. But on its next initiative, it's going to do the same thing. Matt, roll a d6 for me. Oh, it does the same thing. Add another point of stress, McWhirr, and make a panic roll. An 8. Oh, that's different. Let me double check the chart. I should have had my panic roll chart ready. Maybe I can check in the roll 20 and see if I got it up here. Combat and panic. Here it is. Stress and panic. Panic roll 8. You tremble. You start to tremble uncontrollably. All skill rules using agility suffer a -2 modification until your panic stops. So you're starting to freak out, McWare. As this thing actually skitters over the trash can, over your shoulders, down your other arm, and back onto the trash can. It's toying with you, McWare. And that brings us to the next initiative with Sunny Sig. Back by the doorway, you just witnessed all this happen.
In any other scenario, I would do something else. But because the alien is messing with McWhir, I'm just gonna go down the hallway. I'm walking away.
Walking away. So Sig, are you like slinking away like stealthily, or are you just
yeah?
okay?
I'll like slink away to go hide somewhere. Yeah.
Okay, I think there might be make a mobility roll for me. Okay. It seems like everyone is noticing you leave.
Oh.
It's one of those movies, you know, when you've seen the movies with the one guy just like just that's one of those things back out of the scene. Singleton kind of turns around and looks at you. Okay, and that's all you're doing?
Yeah, I don't know how far I get with a movement, but
you would get probably down to the bottom of the hallway there. If you want to use both your actions to do so, you can.
yeah, I just kind of want to like hide like right on this corner, like peeking around, like seeing what's happening. but-
Excellent. You got it. You got it. Holroyd, your turn.
Alright, Holroyd's gonna go try to rip this thing off of McBear.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna walk on over and just try to grab it by its tentacle and hit on, like, just slam it on the ground or something.
Okay, so you're going to make this would be technically a grapple. I want to double check the rules for grappling.
Is there a grapple? Is that just covered under close combat at that point?
It's probably under close combat, but it might be a contested roll. Let me double check. Because there are some... Grappling, here we go. If you grapple your opponent as a... as a stunt in close combat. It appears that it is a close combat roll. And if you get a stunt in close combat, there's a stunt that allows you to grapple the target.
Okay, so I'm definitely going to close combat attack it, and then if I get a stunt, I'm gonna try to grab it and pull it
Okay.
off. That's
Sounds perfect. And I'm
close.
going to say, since this thing is focused currently on McWhir, that you have a +1 modification to your close combat roll.
Sounds great. Let's see what
It seems to be enjoying.
did.
Oh,
I got 3.
Look at that.
So that's 2 stunts, right?
2 stunts. Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna use one to grapple it, to grab it, and then the other extra one, I'm just gonna do an extra point of damage to it. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna try to real slam it hard.
Excellent.
They need to win an opposed close combat roll against you to break free, and they can't perform any other action until they've done so. So I'm just gonna like grab it by its tentacle and just like slam the hell out of it until it's dead.
Okay. So you're just going to grab it and then just start slamming it down on the ground
Yup.
by its tail? Excellent.
Yup.
So Holroyd just grabs this creature. You hear this strange little clicking noises from it and this little squeal. As all of a sudden it just goes yoink right out off of the trash can and swoom, swoom, swoom. And it definitely it does have 2 armor ratings. So let me go ahead and roll and see if it will soak up any damage at all.
Yeah. So it does that. Does the close combat? So I guess I do 1 damage for 1 success, and the other one is an extra.
An
damage.
extra
That'd be
damage, yeah.
Total of 2
Two.
damage.
2 total damage. That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so it could be armored up, but we'll see.
Let's see. It
Okay.
does soak 1, but it does take 1 point of damage, which is enough to put it to what's considered broken. And as you're slamming down on it, do me a favor. I want you to roll a d6 for me. Okay.
You got it. Which is all the way over. I got a 4.
You got a 4? Let me check one thing quickly. Not that. That's not what I wanted. I just did this and now I can't find where I put it. Where are you?
The fun of new systems. You never know, like
Yep.
where you lose the thing you were just looking at.
I just put it on here because I was like, I'm gonna need this, and now I don't know where I put it. Oh, here it is. What number did you say you rolled? A 4?
4, yes.
Okay. So, this thing looks terribly wounded. It's barely like squirming in your grasp. It's technically still alive, but it looks like it's on its last breath.
I'm doing my turn. So
Okay.
I guess I'm just kind of like.
You're just holding on to this thing by its dangling, like it,
Yeah.
just smacking it on the ground, and that brings us to the top of round 2, which is now one thing I did want to mention too. In this game, they have a system where you can trade cards with somebody at the start of a new round. You guys can switch your initiative order.
Quora, do you want to kill this thing?
McWhirr is still actively shaking and is
Oh yeah.
spoiled for pants.
Well,
So she's probably not even responding at the moment.
oh.
Seems like she's
How
starting to calm a little bit, but
Okay. Holroyd, you're close enough as is. Why don't you take point on this?
I'll swap with Singleton.
Yeah.
Is there a way, like, when you guys click on your cards, is there a way that you can swap cards through Roll20? I don't know if this is possible. Does it allow you to swap? That was one question I had going into this game, was if there was a way that you guys could...
Oh, I just
There-
put mine on the table.
There was a way to trade, but I don't remember what it is.
Can you put yours back onto your person,
Dragon-
Sarah?
Yeah, if you right click it, you can say take a card and give it back to yourself.
Okay, take card.
Okay, cool. I thought there was a way to trade cards, but I don't know if it will trade you guys
if
on the
you-
turn tracker or not.
It probably won't, but we can manually adjust that real fast. I
Mm.
think.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm gonna give this to Singleton.
Wait, how
if
do I
you-
give a
So drag it over to my face or click accept trade.
trade?
Oh no, sorry. Add your card to there.
I'm so sorry. How do I add my card?
Just drag it over to that trade.
Oh,
menu.
okay, I see.
Yeah, and then
Okay, there we go.
we'll swap. Okay.
did it
and then
work?
I'll just change that on. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll change that here. Submit. All right. So it didn't actually change the order, but whatever.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
good.
no, it
Jason,
did.
no, Jason, if you click on the number to the right of your name on the turn tracker, you can just change the number.
Oh well, cool. I'll just take the 0 off, and Sarah will add a 0. Easy.
There you go.
Well, it's getting slammed again.
Okay, go for it.
We're gonna.
Let's see. Let me see.
I
Grapple.
feel,
Okay, if which is a slow action that succeeds, the opponent wins. Okay. The only action they can perform to attempt to break free.
So it has to make a contested with its slow action on its turn.
On its turn. Yeah, it has to make a contested check, and the only thing it can do is try to
Yeah.
break free from you, but it can't because it's not going yet. So you just make another close combat roll, and I'm going to give you this time a +2 modification to it because you are currently.
Oh boy!
It's in your hand.
All right. I rolled a 1, but I didn't add the +2. So should I just roll 2 more?
You can roll
dice?
2d6. Yeah, roll 2d6, and if you get a 6, it'll count as.
Poop.
You
Nice.
did get one.
six.
You got a
Nice.
6.
Oh boy! All right. Well, yeah. It's I guess it's. I mean, I'm gonna maintain the grapple. I don't know if I need the thing with that, but I'm just gonna. Otherwise, it's gonna take extra damage.
Yeah,
so.
you continue to slam it down, and with one last slam, you see its legs kind of shrivel up in on itself, and then one of its legs just twitches for just a moment, and then stops moving.
Cool. I guess I will then see if I can get the trash can off of McWare and
You got it.
put it back in the trash can. And just hand the trash can back. I was like, here you go. I think this is what you meant to do.
That's awesome. Yeah, so Holroyd just grabs the trash can from McWhirr, who's still shaking right there, kind of staring at the trash can, and Holroyd just dumps the thing in the trash can and pulls it away. And you guys are out of initiative.
Oh. You okay, McWare?
You okay there, bud?
So that happened?
Yes, well, it's dealt with now. We probably shouldn't linger in anywhere too long moving forward, and he's gonna glance back up at the hole in the ducting.
At least now we know what made the hole, and they're dealing with it. Where the hell did Sig go?
No, where's Sig went?
Do you want to know
Everything
the
okay down there?
Yeah, you want to look at it?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, come have a look, Sig.
Take the trash can back off and just bring it over.
Can I use my talent again to look at the alien?
Yeah, I would say you can.
All right. Roll observation.
Or is getting the hell out of the room and moving a little way into the hallway.
Ah.
This is crazy. You've never seen anything like this before. Never. Yeah, I mean, you don't even know where to begin. But you do know that you guys do have a lab. There are labs here that it might be helpful to have some tools to use, maybe, for further analysis.
Yeah, we might. It might be better to take it to the lab to see, do some testing, run some blood work. I don't know.
Well, first things first, we really got to focus on the task at hand. We really need to get to the command center. But
Yes,
after,
get to the command
we'll try to see how the lab's doing after the fact. And then
Why are we
there.
getting to the command
And we
center again?
destroy it.
We really need to check on the people downstairs, see if they're.
Why don't we
okay.
just go check on the people downstairs then?
What
Holroyd's gonna point at the trash can in response to that question.
Yeah.
What makes you think we have credentials to look through the cameras again? We should just go downstairs.
Well, if we're in the command room, then we should be able to see through the cameras just fine.
We don't have a code.
That's only the remote access. I'm pretty sure.
Probably. Who knows?
Once
who knows?
once we're in the direct command, we can always just double check.
Worst comes to worst, we will go down there. But what, like, on the other hand, what if we go down there and there's like 100 of these things, and
What if we go down there and there are people trying to survive and they got their communication abruptly cut off? They're panicking.
McWhirr, you do notice that on the desk of that administrator's office, there is what seems to be some kind of small handheld comm device that seems to be blinking rapidly with a green light.
I'll pick it up.
Okay. It appears there's some kind of incoming communication on this comms device.
Just pick it up and. Does it look like it's a message to be played or something? Is it? I guess I'll phrase it as more like a phone that I'm picking up for live.
It's more like a phone that is ringing that is not being answered.
McWhirl will pick it up, hit the button. Yes, what is it?
Agent Reynolds, is that you?
No, it is not. It's Janice McWhirl.
Oh, is it anybody? Thank you for picking up. Thank you. Listen. I need your help. I'm trapped in the med lab. Please come and help. I'm Dr. Kaminsky. Please hurry. I need your help.
You have your key card. Is your key card still in working condition?
I have my key card. Yes. What does that have to do with this?
Perfect. We'll be with you shortly.
And you hang up? Okay.
What's the can I ask what item I have does? Because I don't know what it does.
What was that?
Can I ask what item I have does? I don't know what the motion tracker does. Do I have to like put that, or can I just hold it in my hand?
You can say you're using it, and what it'll do is
okay.
if there is any motion within, I think that's like long or extreme range or something like that from you, it will ping
Okay.
on a map, and you'll be able to see where there's motion.
Okay.
Basically, think of it like sonar.
Yeah. Okay.
It only does motion though. It does not do like it's not like thermographic or anything like that. It's
Okay.
kind of limited, but
Okay. Hey, I found this thing in my pocket. We can check motion.
Should be outstandingly useful, especially if these things try to ambush us again.
Yeah. Well,
And, Michael, I sent you a message in Roll20 if you saw it.
yes.
Okay. So, yeah.
And who has been right now with the thing in it? With the creature in it?
Yeah, I think
who has that?
I think
Oh.
Sonny was analyzing it last
Yeah,
we
Yeah,
left
I
off,
couldn't get
but-
anything.
but he couldn't really glean anything from it. It's far beyond
Okay.
anything he's ever seen before. So
Well, kill two
I'm
birds with one stone. We can go to the med
Yeah.
lab.
I'm gonna go over to Siggs and hawk over towards the creature and be like, "Devil spawn. That is clearly not a creature of God."
Well,
And
I mean,
just walk away from it.
I have a major in alien technology and stuff like that, and I'm good at studying this kind of stuff. But like, this is beyond anything I studied in school. So
It's a demon, devil spawn. Get a fit.
Let
I'm
us
just gonna
get
like
to the command center so we can
hug it.
see what we're dealing with.
Why don't we go to the med lab, get that guy free, and then put this thing in a jar or something so it doesn't escape?
The med lab is en route to the command center, so I feel like that should be all right to do.
Two birds, one stone.
Well,
It's all the
yeah.
same
Yeah.
place.
Let's do that.
Yes.